We are here today with John Cadice of Soda Pop Miniatures. How you doing, John?
I'm doing fine. How you guys doing?
We are doing fantastic. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about your Origins 2012 experience and, some upcoming stuff happening around. How is your Origins been treating you thus far?
This is our first time at Origins. It's a really great show. We get a lot to see. We can see a lot of customers we don't normally get to run into. We get to meet and rub elbows with a lot of manufacturers making great games. And overall, we had a really great show so far.
Excellent, excellent. What's the big show item that Origins has knocked out of the park for you?
Wow, I'd say as far as our stuff is concerned, or?
Well, for you personally, yeah.
Yeah, for us personally, I mean, having actual Super Dungeon Explorer product to be able to sell, it's been fantastic. People get to come up and they get to heft a big box full of toys, and they get to take them home.
Well, people have been falling in love with Super Dungeon for a little while now. Anything new that's been at the booth this weekend that no one hasn't had a chance to see yet?
Yeah, well, again, we're doing some more demonstrations for Relic Knights, and I know we've had a chance to go through that a little bit at previous shows, but one of the big surprises was being able to show off some of our new miniatures for the Caverns of Roxor, an expansion for Super Dungeon Explorer planned for this summer.
All right, well, actually, it goes perfectly into my next question. What else for Soda Pop is upcoming, new, and around the corner?
Well, we're moving into con season. It's going to be a great summer for us. We're going to be able to launch Relic Knights for real. So we have all of our miniatures getting slotted up for our factions. We got a new rule set ready to launch, and we hope forward to be able to share that. And of course, Caverns of Roxor is going to be our first expansion for Super Dungeon Explorer, and we'll have product for sale at Gen Con.
I know I'm going to pick up some myself. And as far as Relic Knights goes, I'm extremely interested. I love the world and I love the models. Why don't you give the viewers a little quick lowdown on the game itself?
Yeah, sure. Well, so Relic Knights for us is a skirmish scale game involving a lot of our Relic Knights range miniatures that we've been producing over the last couple of years. We needed a good portfolio of models to be able to show off and be able to demonstrate a proper game as we grow the range a bit further. The game's really cool. I mean, different from a lot of miniature skirmish games out there, it's entirely card-based. So we do not rely on dice play. It's more about the management of resources and power on the tabletop. And unlike most other games too, it's not a matter of wiping out your opponent's forces to the last man in a big bloody, a big bloody head bashing contest. But it is more about finesse. It's about engagement, moving around the field, and taking care of your objectives. And yeah, there's a lot of bashing and hacking that needs to go on the way, but it's going to be a lot more fun engagement for people. In addition to that, Relic Knights is great in that it's an alternating activation game, so there's no true end to any particular turn of play. What you actually have is you have activation slots where you get to determine the order that you activate your characters when you play the game, seeing ahead a couple of moves and being able to plan ahead a couple of moves, seeing what your opponent's going to do as well. So it's a highly strategic game to get in and play. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned Caverns of Roxor and the inventory of having Super Dungeon on hand. It's selling out everywhere. Everywhere we go, we see people wanting it and getting it, and it vanishes as soon as it's there. What makes that game just so amazing that it flies off the shelf as fast as it does?
Well, first of all, I think people have never seen anything like it. I mean, we've been out there kind of banding our miniatures around for a little while, but I think it has a very unique value proposition that it really presents our personal love and excitement for, old manga and old video games, and kind of translating that back into the tabletop in a very simple to learn and very broad-reaching miniature experience that involves both, super cute and awesome characters and miniatures in a fun world that's both easy to play and really not terribly difficult to get in for a lot of people. I mean, the box is a value. You get a wonderful assortment of models for the cost of the box itself, and yeah, I think people have just been coming back to the table saying they want some more.
Well, it's a great game. I love it personally, and Caverns of Roxor is on my list of stuff to pick up when I'm out at Gen Con. Speaking of the models in Super Dungeon, you've got some amazing models in your stable. Some of the Relic Knights models are some of the most beautiful things I've seen. Do you have a particular favorite that you like as a gamer or as an owner, or really just what is John's pick of the week?
So, I'd have to say, given that we have a lot of upcoming content, I want to have people keep their eyes open for Princess Ruby from the Caverns of Roxor expansion set. Nothing quite captures the candy-coated, cherry, ruby-cheeked, frolicky, lucky-haired princess characterization of this little critter like anything that we've had in our range before. She bleeds cute. You expect sparkles and rainbows to follow her wherever she goes, and it's really kind of a unique thing to introduce into a range in a very serious way. So I really love the model. I hope other people do too.
That's awesome. All right, Gen Con is right around the corner. It's the next big show. when we open up on that Thursday morning, there's going to be a mad dash to all kinds of different booths. What do you think is going to bring people mad dashing to your booth, and what should they look out to pick up before anyone else?
Well, I think two things are going to bring people to the booth. One, we're probably going to have a very limited supply on hand of actual Caverns of Roxor expansion sets for people to come and buy. So we hope to have enough product in to be able to serve everybody, but that's like game shows go, usually not the case. And so demand might typically outweigh what's going on. So do stop by and see us, get your expansion sets. We're going to have a lot of miniatures there, a lot of fun. And also as a number two, we have a special guest plan on coming to visit us on the show. We want you to come and meet Marie-Claude Bourbonnais, who's been a big fan of ours and been helping us out, doing some modeling and some fun costume shoots and doing a lot of great work for us on the backside. And we'd love for you to come by and meet her, maybe get an autographed poster or something like that.
Well, that's awesome. Before we let you go and get back to your booth and sell more awesome things, any last words or special hints that you'd like to share to the viewers?
Well, as far as previews, we do plenty of that on our Facebook. Do check us out. But, really in the interim, we want to thank everybody for their support so far. We've had a lot of great fun making these games for everybody, and we look forward to making more.
Awesome. We'll see you at Gen Con, John.
Sounds good.